Hey, it's Michelle Butt, and I am here with another Face Life Friday video for you. And today I wanted to talk a little bit about triggers and communication. So I thought I'd do that by telling you a little story. When I was growing up, if my mother wanted to get us to do something, she would tell us or ask us, and then as kids will be kids, we would get busy playing or doing whatever we were doing, and we might ignore her once or twice. And trust me, that happens now. My mother is getting her revenge with my four who do the same thing to me. But what my mother used to do after a while when we wouldn't listen, and if she asked us again more sternly, and then potentially she might raise her voice a little bit, and if we were still being the stubborn little monkeys that we could tend to be, she would sing a song, and she would sing the most annoying song. And I'm not going to sing it for you because, first of all, I would have to sing it in her, bless her heart, terrible voice. And it's not very fun to listen to. But it was something along the lines of talk to the trees and they will listen to me, talk to the birds and they'll hear me. So that was her way of saying, hey, I'm going to talk to the trees and the birds because they're not listening to me. They might listen to me rather, because you guys aren't. And it would be this high-pitched, way off-key sound that would get my sister and I to know, hey, she means business, we better go do what we need to do. So as I have now had my own kids and I go through that same situation, I find myself thinking about what is a better way to get my kids' attention, or even get anyone's attention when they're not hearing you the first time, when what they're doing or focused on is more important to them than the thing that you want them to do, or seemingly so. And one of the things that I have found is that people will either do something right away that is very enjoyable to them, or they think they're going to get a quick win or something, get some joy out of it. And if it's something that they don't really want to do, then they'll put it off until the pain of not doing it is stronger than just the desire to get it over with or to ignore it. So in our case with my mother, when we heard that sound, we didn't want to hear her keep singing, so we would get to doing whatever it was that she was asking us to do. In my case with my children, I ask them enough times, they get really annoyed, but then they realize I mean business. Or what I have found that is more effective is that I use their faces as tools to help me get them to see the importance and the reward of what it is that I am asking them to do. So depending on which one it is, whether my little captivator one, I have to say, hey, if you do this, we could have some fun faster than if you don't do this right now, and that appeals to her. With my little sage, I have to tell her a creative way to do it, and potentially that will get her to move faster. And with the other two, if I just push their buttons a little bit and tell them that it's the right thing to do because they're more warrior-like, then somehow their sense of right and wrong and their sense of not wanting to be annoyed can get them going. So depending on who someone is, you can either create so much pain and annoyance that will get them to do what you want to do, and then they'll kind of resent it. They'll keep pushing you off because they'll just wait for that really elevated trigger, which will then elevate you and elevate them. Or you can find a way to look to their face to let them give you information about what it is that is the most effective way to get them to answer a request of yours. And so depending on a person's archetype, that you can accomplish that task much faster and much more effectively than yelling or whining or singing off key or whatever else tool you might use. So in today's Face Life Friday, I want you to think about the areas in your life where you're trying to get someone to work with you and it's always a difficult task. And think about the way you're communicating with them. And think about the fact that maybe if you could see something in their face that would help you to talk to them in a different way, you might get a different result. And if that's something you want to know more about or figure out what their archetype is, by all means, reach out to me. You know where I am, and I would love to help you with that. And we have many resources on the website, and there are links for that and other programs that we offer wherever you're seeing this video from, whatever platform that is. But remember, sometimes and all the time, people show us in their faces what it is they need from us so that we can get what we need from them. And if you are cognizant of that, then potentially your requests and your interactions will go a lot smoother than they may have been. So that's it for this Friday. Until next Friday, I'm Michelle Butt. I will see you next week. Bye for now.